Michael, Checo, what on earth did you say to the boys at half time?
I made it not, I suppose not really for public, I don't know, whatever, airing, but like this game is personal. Like everything's got to have personal meaning, and we need to get some personal meaning for our game, because the first half it wasn't there. And once the lads got some meaning about what they wanted to do and some purpose, they played a heap better.
In terms of first halves, have you seen many more off the plan than that in your time?
Not really. Like, if I'm being honest, genuine, just yeah. A few things didn't go for us, but we didn't help ourselves at all. You know, with our approach to the game, especially defensively. Like, you've got to get up and put your body there and make it happen. And I'm not going to pretend I know why, because I don't think the players even know why. I think you've got to be honest. You don't know why, but what's obvious is you cannot let that happen. You cannot be in that situation. So I was not obviously very unhappy with the first half, and then very happy with the second half. But happy doesn't really make a difference at the end of the day, does it? You know, so.
What about the second half? What was different in particular?
Well, mate, you watch plenty of footy. You know, they looked like they wanted to do it, didn't they? You know, I want to. Yeah, mate, it was personal. When blokes are trying to tackle you, smash you, do all that type of stuff, it's personal, and you've got to make it personal. Because if it's not just a game. Like, it's personal. It means something. And when you show when they play like they did in the second half, they showed like it really meant something to them. I don't think that's being unfair or critical. It was there for everyone to see, and I suppose it proves the point that when you want it, your talents then can be exhibited.
Firstly, how do you explain needing that message to be delivered to you at half time? Like you said yesterday, you wanted to do the talking on the field. Everyone basically sang from the same hymn sheet after the last two games, and that first half happened. How do you get your head around that?
Yeah, it's like Michael's saying, it's hard to explain. It's hard to work out, hard to figure out right now. You know, and then just make a choice. You know, in that second half. So, you know, I've watched the tape, go back, look at it, but it's a really weird feeling sitting here right now and having such a contrast.
Is there relief amongst the squad? Like, how would you best sum up the mood? There obviously we could hear the national anthem, you know, being sung quite proudly, no doubt. What is the emotion after what's been a weird period for the team?
Right now, it's a bit confused at how you can have such different halves. You know, like proud of the boys to be able to show resilience. You know, show the resilience of where we've been at as a team and where we're at sitting there at half time, and you know, making that choice, like I said, and taking the messages from the coaching staff and delivering it and coming out there and meaning something. It's just frustrating that, you know, it's where is it, minute 1, you know, minute 10.
And I think that it was sung with a lot of vigour because, like, obviously things haven't been going great, but we've had, like, players and coaches, me personally, have had so many messages of support for the team, rugby people in particular. Like, I'll make a point of country rugby in all different states, Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, country rugby clubs, the amount of far north Queensland, the amount of messages that I've had from those people, because they want Australia to do well. And at half time, it didn't look like Australia was going to do well. And the boys that were wearing the jersey made a decision to try to turn that around, and they were able to do that, and that means something. So when it means something, you sing louder. Like, you run harder, you tackle harder. When it means something to you, everything's bigger, louder, stronger, and that's probably why we were like that. You know?
Michael, perdón.
Sí.
Perdón, sí.
Dale.
Pregúntale por favor que después del entretiempo él quizá podía esperar la reacción de los jugadores de él, los cuales la tuvieron. Pero si le sorprendió que los Pumas jugaran como jugaron en el segundo tiempo.
After after the halftime, you expected your players to play that way, but were you shocked or surprised because of Pumas playing as they played in the second half?
The Pumas are playing fantastic rugby under Mario Ledesma.
Los Pumas están jugando un rugby fantástico.
Yeah, he's made a massive him and Gonzalo, I know they're friends, but they've made a massive difference to the way the Pumas are playing.
Hay una gran diferencia en cómo están jugando ahora. No son sus amigos, pero tiene que reconocer eso.
And sometimes the momentum of the game swings,
A veces los momentos del juego se balancean para un lado o para el otro.
and we were able to capitalise on those good moments. I don't think it was from bad play from the Pumas.
Él tiene que darse cuenta, hay que darse cuenta de eso y reconoce que no fue un mal juego para los Pumas.
Liz, preguntarle por favor si el hecho de él conocerlo a Mario Ledesma prácticamente en toda su expresión rugbyística ha hecho que el segundo tiempo haya por ahí desnudado algunas grietas y haya cambiado tanto el partido.
You knowing Sir Ledesma made you on the second half change your kind of game
No.
because you saw some gaps.
Yeah, no, not at all.
No para nada.
Yeah, I think that everything in the second half, it had to be just about us, not about not the opposition, not where we were in the world. It just had to be about us and the meaning of the game for us.
Todo lo que cambió en el segundo tiempo tiene que ver con ellos, no con Ledesma, ni lo que acabas de preguntar. Todo depende de ellos, ni siquiera tenía que ver con dónde estaban jugando en el mundo. Todo depende de ellos.
Check, do you believe you're talking about the decision the players made, I guess, at half time? Do you think that's a decision that will stick now, that this is a moment you can move forward, eventually look back on it and say, they learned it then, I don't have to give that same break again?
That'll be up to the individual at the end of the day, about how they, the contrast that they can see in their own performances individually and what was different between half one and half two and what made the difference. And the clever guys, the smart guys will learn from that and take that on board, so that it makes them better rugby players and better representatives of Australia when they go out on the field. I think that's extremely important. We can't guarantee anything, you know, you stay grounded obviously after a half of footy like that, which there was a lot of really great passages, some great rugby played, and also the defence was like it wasn't the same team defending, and you just got to count on taking that lesson to the next game, because the only thing that counts now is the next game in Japan against New Zealand, and we've got to start to get ourselves mentally ready for that game and physically ready and then technically ready as well as the last piece.
Do you feel like among the players there was some kind of mental shift?
Like Jack said, there's no guarantee. You don't hope, but you make sure that guys learn from this moment. That's all we can do.
Obviously you guys scored a try after it, but did you feel that was a deliberate knockdown in the first half, having, you know, them having pointed that might have been at that point?
Yeah, well, obviously they've changed their reasoning around that concept. So before it was the knockdown, if there was a player in space, it was a yellow card, like if it was a line break. And now we've had a few games, like I think Argentina last time, South Africa game last week, and now this one where obviously that is not the case. So they must have made a change, I think, in how they're deciding. Look, yeah, about whether players should go to the bin for that instance. And I sort of agree, as long as it's not blatant. as long as that's then applied to everyone, because we've had a few blokes go have been for a legal knockdown. So as long as that's applied to everyone, I'm good as gold with it.
Había críticos a Michael Cheika, había críticos a su proceso, que le propone la victoria y cómo encara la ventana de noviembre.
Okay, there were Michael. Michael, there were some critics to your how you were playing. How do you feel after this game and when the plays that the matches you are going to have in November?
I think that the critics are fair.
¿Están bien las críticas?
Yeah, we haven't been winning, so that's what happens. You get critics and you accept that and own it.
Vas a aceptar las críticas y las tenés que seguir.
And then for the future, as far as the tour is concerned, the first point is against New Zealand in Japan in 2 or 3 weeks, and we must improve a lot on our match today so we can win that match, and that's what we're going to try to do in Japan. That's what, no, not try, don't say try. It's what we're going to do in Japan.
Lo que tienen que hacer ahora, que es lo que tienen que enfrentar a Nueva Zelanda en Japón, es mejorar, porque les van a ganar, les tienen que ganar en Japón.
¿Qué les dijo a sus jugadores en el entretiempo y si él ya tenía pensado de antemano cambiar toda la primera línea tan rápido en el segundo tiempo?
Okay. What did you tell your players in the halftime? And where you, what did you think of changing all your first line?
I can't say what we spoke about at half time.
No puede decir lo que le dijo en el entretiempo.
But I made the decision to change the front row with about maybe 7-8 minutes to go in the first half.
Pero la decisión de cambiar toda la primera línea fue 7 o 8 minutos antes del entretiempo.
Si se lo cruzara ahora a Mario Ledesma, que es su amigo, ¿qué le diría?
If you happen to have some words with Mario Ledesma, what would you tell him? Because he's your friend.
Yeah, I'll be seeing him after, and I'll be asking him about how his family is, his beautiful wife and his lovely, beautiful kids. I miss them in Australia. Very good friends of ours. And I won't be talking about football at all because first family and then rugby second.